Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarian Productions. We're back again with another action figure review. In this episode, we're taking another look at the Star Wars Black Series with figure number 33, Sabine Wren from Star Wars Rebels. So, very cool looking. I'm kind of excited about this one. It's a Mandalorian. Which I guess whenever you're watching this, you've probably already gone through and watched the Disney series The Mandalorian. So this figure has kind of gotten a kind of a resurgence because of that. Although she wasn't in that as far as I'm aware. But coming off of the Rebels CGI animated series kind of thing, it was a cool character. So I was excited to see a figure for this. So, again, I'm not all that well versed with the Black Series figures, so, you know, you're going to have lots of opportunities to correct me in this video for whatever isn't right. So, feel free to. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what you think about that. So, we have a standard Star Wars Black Series packaging here. Nice little gray artwork down here of Sabine Wren. Very cool, nice window box here. Other than that, these are very basic packaging things. Not a whole lot on the side. We got the 33 on the other side. We got a window box up here. We got copyrighty stuff down here. And a tag from, I guess that's probably an Amazon tag. I don't know. And the back has a little bit of a bio for Sabine Wren, other stuff, and copyright. I found it on this one, 2016. So this one came out in 2016. Pretty cool. That was a while ago. This is being filmed in March of 2021. So depending on when you're watching it, yeah, this figure came out for us 5 years ago, which is crazy, but anyways, it took me a while to pull the trigger and start getting into these, so that's what we're doing today. We're just going to go ahead and dive into this figure and see what's going on. So we have a little piece of tape down here at the bottom, so we're going to slice that off and then just pull this little tabby thing out, more or less. I'm not worried about keeping these boxes in pristine condition because they're going to be recycled. When I am collecting, I usually like one of each. There's nothing else in the box here. One of each, so I typically get a loose one and a carded one. I usually buy two boxed ones and then I unbox one and keep the other one in the box. So I don't keep the packaging for the loose ones. We have standard kind of red back card thing here. So yeah, once they come out, I usually don't bother putting them back into a package or anything. I do keep some clear plastic cases that I typically will put them in, but yeah, that's another conversation for another day. We don't seem to have any tape on any of this stuff, so most of these Black Series figures have not a lot of accessories, and this one is similar. We do have two blaster pistols that pop out really easily. Two blaster pistols. We have a little, I don't know, temperature reader. Some kind of doohickey here, communicator, or that's probably like a handheld torch. I don't know. We do have, it'll come out, an awesome Mandalorian helmet. Again, we'll zoom in here in a moment and take a look at that. That's a cool helmet. And then we're going to make some racket while we get Sabine out here. So there we go. There's the figure free from the package. Toss that to the side here, and let's zoom in just a bit here. It's not an actual zoom. It's I'm lowering the boom on the camera. But movie magic, right? All right. So let's start with the accessories. We've got 2 of these blaster pistols here. Pretty nice looking. They don't really have a whole lot of detail on them, which is a bit surprising to me. I thought these Black Series were supposed to have added detail, but I mean, it is technically from the animated series, so it was a bit simpler of a design anyhow. So I'm not really that surprised that these particular blasters don't really have a lot of detail. So they are a silver color, and there is some detail in there, but it kind of looks like scrap metal to me. We do have some cool holsters on her side here for these, and I always love when we have a way for a character to hold their weapons, and this is no exception here. So that is awesome that those things fit in there. The other blaster is the exact same thing, and we'll just stick this one in her hand real quick so you can kind of see. Fits in there very nicely, very easily, looks really cool, but I'm really happy that we do have those holsters on our side. So 2 pistols, check and check. The other accessory is this little thing here, which, again, I'm not 100% sure what it is. Leave a comment down below if you know for sure. I would assume it is probably like a handheld plasma torch. At least that makes sense in my head. So that's what I'm going to call it. And she doesn't really have a place to hold that, so it'll go on her hand, and it fits in there very easily. Looks pretty cool. So she can make repairs on the ship and things like that, so that is cool. It would kind of be nice if there was like a pouch on the back here that you could just stick that in like that, but there isn't, so oh well. What you gonna do? Alright, next up is the only other accessory we get, and that is the helmet. So let's take a look at the helmet here. So these Mandalorian helmets are kind of their signature. Yeah, everybody knows about the helmets, and this one is not any different. I am going to dial down this front light here to see if it picks up a little bit better. I don't think it does. So color wise, I really dig the color scheme on this one. It's this kind of magenta color, and it's got some like dark purple highlights on it, and I don't know how well that is actually coming across. That's what I was fiddling with the light for. It's real subtle. It's almost kind of a grayish purple for those designs, but it's still cool looking. It needs to pop a little bit more. It's a little too muted for my taste. The ones on the back look a whole lot better. Got some nice little designs down here at the bottom, and the cool thing about it is that this the rangefinder actually works, so it lowers and raises. That is awesome, and it is solid plastic, though it's not like a see-through plastic. It is just regular glossy paint, I guess, on there for the visor. But it fits on her head here. It's a little tight here, actually. So you do have to kind of press down pretty hard to get it to go on. But once it's in place, it's not going to fall off. So that is a plus there. I worry a little bit about paint scuffing with it being that tight, but it does look pretty awesome there with her wearing that helmet. But since we got to do the rest of the review, we need to pull that helmet off. So that's on there pretty tight. So there we go. So that's cool. I like that. I think it probably needs to be maybe not so tight, but it is what it is. looking at the rest of the figure, so the design on this thing is just really awesome. I really do like the overall aesthetics of this figure here. Again, taken from the cartoon, and I can see some orange paint flaking off, so that's not good. But we probably won't be putting that helmet on very much. But, so we'll zoom in here and take a look at the face. The head sculpt looks really nice. Again, this is not an actual person here, so it's an animated character that they've made look realistic. So in that case, they have done a really amazing job here. And I don't know how well this picks up on camera because of the lighting here, but I had never actually noticed how orange her eyes are, and they really do pop out here a lot, so that is pretty cool. I like the two-tone shading for her hair. The orange and purple just work really well together. The paint on the actual eyes may be just off a little bit. It looks like this one eye is a little further away than maybe it should be, but that may just be me. It's subtle, but it might be there. I don't really know. But moving past that, we have all the cool kind of graffiti-ish stuff going on with her costume, which I think is probably why I like it so much. But you've got all this cool like paint splatter on her arms and her gloves. And you can see kind of the wear on her breastplate there. And then moving down to her boots, again, we have all that cool kind of graffiti splatter. That is really awesome looking. I like that a lot. And then shoulders, got that cool design there. And they've done a really good job with the actual weathering here. So they've got like, you can see the metal coming through there. Same thing on this side. Really cool. A little bit of silver paint going there to make it look like it's the metal rubbing off. Very nice. And I guess that's probably part of the design, to have it be a little dirty down there on her stomach. Makes sense. So yeah, very nice looking. I like all this. Some nice clothing folds there on her shirt. You can see some of the nice texture there on her pants where you've got some seams. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, this is really cool looking. I like that. And just a subtle hint of texture on her actual pants themselves. Very, very cool. I am really liking that. Articulation wise, let's take a look here. So the head does spin 360 degrees. Very nice. We have side to side motion, full forward, full upward looking. Very nice there. That's got that kind of double hinge thing going on, so that's cool. Standard ball and swivel at the shoulder joints. These shoulder pauldrons fit over top of her shoulders, so that's nice. It doesn't limit her articulation whatsoever there, so that is very cool looking. And then it goes that all the way around like that. We have standard ball and swivel at the shoulder joint. Sorry, that is the elbow. Standard ball and swivel at the elbow joint. We have the standard swivel and rocker at the wrist. And it's a little sticky, but there we go. The hands are made out of that really soft plastic, so you may run into some trouble with the fingers kind of getting in the way. May have to bend them out a little bit more to get to wherever you're trying to go with it, so just be aware of that. So things like when you're putting the pistols in her hand, you may have to reposition that thumb a little bit. We also have so there is a joint here at the midsection here, but it is really stiff here, so I don't know if that's glued in place. Nope, it's just really stiff. So you got twist and not really a whole lot of ab rock feature, but it does go back quite a bit and then forward about that much, so there's more play there than I thought. But, yeah, it was easy to think that was just stuck. But there we go. It's working pretty well now. We do have, looks like we don't have any waist twist. So at the thighs, we have the standard kind of plastic T-hook thing. Again, these things are usually a little stiff when you first get them out, so you may have to heat it up a little bit before you go too crazy on it, but goes out about that far without me hurting it too much. Forward, backwards. We also have the swivel there at the top of the thigh. We have a double knee joint on this one. That is cool. Or triple knee joint? I don't know. That just goes forward a lot more than I thought. So, standard double knee joint, I guess. Then we have we don't have a swivel down there at the boot. We have a standard rocker and the side-to-side swivelly joint there at the ankle. So, really cool. And also that little armor piece right there on the boot. That is cool. I like that a lot. We got this crazy rebreather thing there on her side. Again, those nice holsters that allow her to holster her pistols. Oddly enough, that's what holsters are for. So, looks really cool. I am really digging this figure here. This is really a nice one. Very cool looking. I like the paint job. I like all of it. The only thing I don't really like about it is just how tight that helmet is. But she can hold it in her hands pretty easily there to get around that issue. Besides, in the cartoon, she does have the helmet off quite a bit unless she's gone into combat or something like that. So, pretty easy to kind of stretch the imagination to let her have the helmet off as opposed to like Boba Fett, who you never really see without it. So, I don't know. I like the figure. It's very cool. When I picked this one up, it was around the $20 mark, so it's basically still at retail. I think they had reissued this figure also, so that is a plus. Your mileage may vary, again, depending on when you're picking this thing up or when you're looking to pick it up, so who knows. But it is very cool, and I do actually highly recommend this figure. So if you're a fan of Mandalorians, you probably already picked it up. If you're a fan of the Rebels series, you probably already picked it up. But it's just a cool looking figure, so pick it up, I'm saying. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching, as always. Drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think of this Sabine Wren figure from the Star Wars Black Series. Yeah, I don't know. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, like, share, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Be on the lookout for more awesome videos coming down the pipeline. And until next time.